everybody. Welcome back to another episode of TEDxMellenStreet Live. I'm your host and curator, Sacha Walton, and I am back with you with another sponsor, another participant in the TEDxMellenStreet. And I can't believe that we are only days away. The event is this weekend, November the 18th, at the Historic American Theater in Hampton, Virginia. And we have all our speakers already. We have our sponsors. We have everybody. And tonight, I have a special guest. It's our DJ. We have official TEDxMellenStreet DJ, and I'll be bringing him on shortly. It's Daryl Crosby. But first, I want to say thank you to all our sponsors. They are scrolling down the bottom of the screen, so many to mention. But I want to say thank you so much for everyone who is partnering up with TEDxMellenStreet, and also a special thank you to Hampton City Public Schools with the Academies of Hampton. They're partnering as well, and we have so many students involved. So I'm excited about that, being able to give back to our community in so many different ways, not only on the TEDx stage, but with the youth in our community. But I am going to go ahead and bring up Daryl and just say, hey, what's up? How you doing this evening? Hey, Daryl.
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing?
I am fine. I'm doing good. You know, this event is coming up so fast, and I'm excited.
It is. I'm excited too. I'm excited for you and what's going to happen after this, because this is going to be a good one. It's always hard to get that first one going, but once that's going, and once everybody get the buzz and everybody realize what exactly what it is, man, then the possibilities are endless after that.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am looking forward to it. I am. It's so many mixed feelings. It's just like, oh, I'm so excited about it. And I'm like, ooh, I'm ready for it to come. I'm ready to exhale afterwards.
Right, exactly.
And be like, ooh, we did it. We made it. And just hibernate after that, right? And so, but I want to thank you for coming on board. You are our official TEDxMellenStreet DJ. Okay.
Hey.
Crosby of Encore Music and Entertainment. So, Daryl, I have one question I ask everybody on this show. And tell me and tell the world, who is Daryl Crosby?
Oh man, that's tough, man. Listen, but I'm a guy, man, that's from Hampton, Virginia. So this means a lot to me from that aspect. I'm a Hampton guy, was raised right off of Rip Rap Road and West Avenue. Okay. So I'm someone who you mentioned earlier in your intro about Hampton City Schools. I'm a native of Hampton City Schools. I came out of the system. I went to Hampton University, but I started working as an educator in Norfolk State. I mean, not Norfolk State, in Norfolk, the city of Norfolk. Okay. But then I had an opportunity after I worked there. I had an opportunity to come back to Hampton City Schools as an administrator. So a lot of who I am belongs to Hampton City Schools. So that's a double plus. Why this also means a lot to me, because of the ties that you have with Hampton City Schools. And not only that, just young people. I've always been someone who's been connected with young people. I kind of use my vehicle of music to connect with young people. And, it all makes sense for me to be a part of this. As I mentioned, education is my background. I've made a pivot recently, so I'm now into career coaching. And so it just all makes sense, man. And I'm just excited. I'm one of those guys that, just optimistic about life, happy about breathing, and just happy about making those connections and networking with people and seeing people do well and helping people do well. So that's who I am in a nutshell. I'm a simple man.
Well, that's you say you're a simple man, but you seem to have a lot of great complexities with wearing different hats and getting things done in the community and the kids and working with everyone. So how long have you been DJing actually? Or in the music entertainment?
Yeah, so I've been in music for a long time. But as far as DJing, since 2009, officially, that's when I officially started DJing. Just kind of dabbling into it, and I kind of got into it. One of my good friends he kind of put me on the spot. He literally was like, "Hey, Crosby, I'm having an event, I need for you to run some music. Like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, all right then. So I did that, and that first week, that first event was interesting, to say the least. However, something bit me like a bug bit me and said, "Hey, man, let's do it again. Let's do it again." So, just started, collecting some equipment, and I got connected with a good friend of mine, my mentor, DJ Bobby Dunstan.
Okay.
He's the owner of Mixstar DJs, and I got connected with them, man, and kind of mentored me and showed me the ropes. Not only him, but the other DJs within that network. They
Mhm.
showed me the ropes, man, and that's kind of took off from there, man. And so to answer your question, since 2009, officially, yep,
Officially since 2009. And
yep,
and it's like, a lot of people may look at it and say, okay, yeah, he's a DJ, or look at DJs being the DJs, but you are really like the life and the heartbeat of an event. If it's not for the DJ playing the right type of song, whether it's a party, a wedding, or reception or anything like that, it brings the house down. So, like how you said, you make that connectivity between the youth and individuals and music, but music is really the heartbeat of anything, and it sets the atmosphere for whatever that type of event is. And we're so happy because I know you're going to set the atmosphere over at TEDxMellenStreet at the
yeah,
American
yeah. We're gonna
Theater.
have some fun, man. And I like to say, without music, life is empty.
Oh,
Music. If you think about it, wherever you go, there's music somewhere close.
mhm.
To the point where they have it. If you're in the elevator, and how long are you on the elevator? You guarantee to hear some music, though. That just shows you the power of music, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a lot of times in the different events that I've done, and different events that I do. Whether it's a wedding, whether it's a school event or graduation party,
Mhm.
that musical element is so crucial to the event. It can make it or break it. Not to put pressure on myself, but it can definitely make it or break it. But I love it so much, and I've been doing it for so long, man. And
Yeah.
with the event here, I know just the vibes are just going to be positive, from the jump, and that really helps out as well. So I'm excited, man. I really am.
Yeah, I am too. And I know some people might be watching this and say, okay, why does she have a DJ at a TEDx event? Now, I don't know how many TEDx, I mean, we pretty much can do, I mean, we have our guidelines,
Yeah,
but TED give us so much free reign to be creative and unique as well. And I don't know how many other stages have DJs or whatever they do, but I
yeah,
know here we're going to have one. And I'm just like, it will set the tone so much. I mean, we have 19 speakers. Actually, we have 17 speakers right now. And so we have 17 speakers and that will touch that stage, and we have an audience. And the whole thing is like, you can't just talk, even though they're going to be interesting topics, interesting speakers and the things they're going to do, but you can't talk everybody all day long. You got to have some type of balance and flow and let that chemistry
yeah,
and that all, and music is the thing that's going to make sure it stay balanced and people are entertained at the same time,
yeah.
so I'm excited.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I said earlier that I can't wait to see what's going to happen after this. Like you're a pioneer with this, with the mindset and with the idea of having a DJ at an event like this. So I think this is going to break some barriers. I
Thank you.
really
Thank
do.
you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. So our theme is power of inclusion. And one of the things I've asked so many other people who's been on the show, how important do you believe like power of inclusion is in our society? And so I'll ask you as well, just by the things that you do, working with the students and DJing and everything, when it comes down to inclusion for you, like how important is that in our society and the things that we do?
sure. I mean, anytime you're dealing with people, with whatever it is that you're doing, you have to be mindful of the whole inclusion, of the whole equity, of the whole just embracing diversity, because you can't do anything alone.
Yeah.
You can't be successful. I don't care, what you're doing as a DJ. I can't be successful alone. If I'm DJing and nobody's there and I'm not including certain songs, certain genres of music, I make no sense as a DJ. As an educator, it's the same thing, man. So when we have, at the end of the day, we're all people. We all have a heartbeat. We all have blood going through our body. So why not embrace everybody? So yeah, absolutely. Like your concept, your theme of all this, like I said before, all of this just makes sense and it aligns to who I am as a person outside of being a DJ, outside of being a professional, just me as a person. It just makes so much sense. So just want to hug everybody, like include everybody, every everybody in the building, regardless of their background, regardless of where they're coming from, their mindsets. Let's just embrace everything.
Yeah, yeah, that's so wonderful. I thank you for that, and how you responded, because it's so true.
Yeah.
And when you're considering, just like going back to what we're doing here and having you there as well, it's that inclusion aspect of it. And it's like how you said about the heartbeat. It's that heartbeat, that rhythm within ourselves to keep us
Mm,
going.
yeah.
So when we think about music, it's the rhythm of music that can make us or break us. It's the
Mhm.
positive, it's the negatives, it's all these different things that are included in so many ways. And and I don't know if a lot of people who are watching would even know what TED stands for. So TEDx, our independent events, fall under TED, and TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design.
Okay.
So even in having we're verbing out inclusion just by having a DJ, even on a set, to have some entertainment,
Yeah.
and to you really like balance out the whole thing. And um, I'm just excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for everybody who's touching the stage, because I really believe that in so many different ways, it's gonna, you know, propel people forward in whatever that given purpose or aspect is for them and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna talk more about you a little bit. I know you say you're into career coaching and you help
Yeah.
individuals find jobs or do resumes. And then you also work with businesses too to find candidates. So let's talk about that a little bit more too, because you have your DJ side, then you have the professional development side. So we'll make
Yeah.
sure everybody know who you are in total.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So again, I'm a professional first. I'm an educator second. That's where my heart is. That's where I kind of cut my teeth in this professional lifestyle. And then now, I've kind of recently I've within the last couple of years, so I've pivoted from educational leadership into career coaching. And there's still some components of education, still some components of leadership that goes with this. But I like to say, with me building DLC Consulting, which is a career coaching business, I always like to say that, I help candidates, land that ideal job, and I help businesses kind of land that ideal candidate. And what I mean by that, with those particular candidates, I help them kind of break down their own barriers, because I believe that, for us to develop, for us to grow within our careers, we have to get rid of some things, from the personal, from the inside. We have to
Mhm.
break down some barriers from the inside, and I help them, build that ability to, go back into job searching, because job searching is tough nowadays. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So, excuse me. So, from the job searching standpoint, from the resume writing standpoint, from the job interview standpoint, the networking standpoint, the growth and development standpoint, and then from the business side, I'm helping businesses, kind of strengthen their recruiting, their retaining, their developing, the development of their employees. I'm helping them, kind of strengthen those practices as well. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Like I said, helping the candidate get to a certain point and helping the businesses find that candidate. So like everybody's back is being scratched in this whole process.
Yeah, that's amazing to be able to help on both sides,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
sometimes you can find businesses who want to build that team and want to
Hmm.
start hiring, but they don't even know how to do that hiring process. And sometimes they get the wrong people in the wrong positions, and having someone like you to be able to consult them and say, look, this is what you need to look for, this is how you do it. And it makes their experience, so much better, and to be able to retain people because they see what they have, coming in by their skill sets and all those good things. So that's amazing that you're
Absolutely.
doing that. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
that's great.
And it goes so much deeper. There's so many layers to it,
Yeah.
and I'm just I like to say I'm just a part of the puzzle, part of the puzzle to figure this thing out, because different candidates have certain things that they're looking for. Different businesses have certain things that they're looking for. Some candidates don't approach job searching correctly. Some businesses, they don't approach their whole process, the hiring process, correctly, and it kind of leaves everybody hanging to some degree. So it's like I said, there's so many different levels to it that I know we don't have the time to talk about it here, but I'm here to help. I'm here to help.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I thank you so much for being here to help in so many different ways with, people, with the businesses, finding jobs and all that good stuff. And as the DJ at TEDx Mellon
Absolutely.
Street. And once
Absolutely.
again, everybody, the event is this Saturday, November the 18th at the Historic American Theater. And TEDx Mellon Street will be right here happening. And we're sold out, actually. We're sold out. So I'm just like so
Listen,
excited.
yeah, you're knocking it out the park, man. You and your team, listen, y'all, this is big. This is
This
big.
is big. This is big. I had to put it out there. I'm like, hey, if y'all didn't get your tickets for this one, y'all gonna have to wait for
Oh
2024.
well.
But y'all gonna have to just get it 2024. Be ready. So
Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, if you're out here watching, I'm sorry, there's no more tickets, but
catch the highlights.
still catch the highlights and look for videos be coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
An announcement for 2024. So thank you, Daryl, so much for being here tonight. And I want you, before we close out, if you can give us some final words of wisdom.
Ooh, just about life in general,
Yes,
or
but whatever
just
comes to head, whatever comes to your mind.
oh man, listen. Man, embrace each other, man. Like we get stuck in this mindset of going through life thinking we can do everything by ourselves. Like we can't, whether it's job searching, to go back on that whole career piece, whether it's just overall success in life. Like embrace people, embrace the people around you, because opportunities lie within people.
Mhm,
So my father always taught me, man, be mindful of how you treat people,
mhm.
because there's going to be at some point where you're going to need them. So let's just spread the love, man. Let's love on one another, especially going into these holiday season, or this holiday season. You never know what people are going through. So just embrace each other, man. That's my word of wisdom right now, man. Love on each other, man, because we need each other.
That's so wonderful. We do. We
Yeah.
need each other, definitely. That's the perfect way of closing out. Thank you so much, Daryl, for being here tonight. I'm looking forward to experiencing this whole thing with you on Saturday. Everybody, thank you for watching this episode of TEDx Mellon Street Live. I want to thank you, say thank you to all my sponsors. Connected Compass. I'll go ahead and try to say all the names. Connected Compass, Encore Music Entertainment. I have Dewana Lewis and Hampton City Schools with the academies, and Alpus Films. I'm so excited about having Alpus Films on board with us, and so many other people. I mean, they're just rolling down the screen. So
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah.
all
It's a lot.
so much, and thank you again. And Daryl, you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I will see you soon. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you in the next episode of TEDx Mellon Street Live.
All right. Have a good one.